I come into Kohls and look what I found. I've come in here once before, didn't see anything, so these are brand new right here to me. It's the Bakugan Legends Fusions. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up Cyndius Scorpius. Yes. Pegatrix Gilliter. There's another Cyndius Scorpius that I just knocked over. Let's see, what else do they have? Oh yes, yes. Hydronoid Krakelios. And then there is Dragonoid Treacherous. I got 4. What other ones are there? Were these the only 4? Were these the only 4? That's a Surturin. What else is here? Okay, I'm just gonna put these back. I only got one hand. Oh, on the floor. Got Montrapod Platinum. Got a Platinum Neoferal. So I've found those ones before. Don't want those. Viperagon and Wrath. Okay, looks like there's some Genesis collection. There's the arena with Leonidas. What's under here? Ooh, an extra Hydronoid Krakelios. Sectonoid Tin. There's another Neoferal back there. I don't see any others, but I found, I think, the 4 that there are. More arenas. Okay, this is cool. Can't wait to get home and open these guys up. Finally found the fusions. Yes. All right, you can see where I'm at. I'm at Goodwill. Dropped some stuff off, went to go check inside. You can already guess what I'm about to find in here. Cubbo. Cubbos are in Goodwill. Cubbos don't sell anywhere else, and so they're at Goodwill now. There are Cubbos at Goodwill. This is hilarious. All right, made it home with these Bakugan Legends Fusion Bakugan that I think you can only find at Kohls stores. So mine wasn't stocked a few weeks back, but this time I checked randomly and they were there. So I'm gonna open them up here, all 4 of them, one by one. But to look at all of them really quickly again, we've got, I think, Pyrus, Dragonoid Treacherous, Pyrus Faction, $7 at Kohls, awesome. We've got, I don't even know if it's Ventus or Aquas, but we'll find out. Hydronoid Krakelios. This guy is looking cool. I like him. This is a fun mold. Cyndius Scorpius, Darkus it looks like. I know leaks and all these kind of things have been posted on these Bakugan. I haven't really looked at them or paid attention, so whatever I'm gonna open is gonna be a new reaction for me, and that's what I think is fun. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna find out. Let's see if they are good for the Pro Trading Card game, which isn't really supported anymore right now, or if they are not, because fusions historically have not been super strong. So I'm gonna open Dragonoid Treacherous first. Crack into this guy and see what we got here. All right, here is the toy. I don't have the other one next to me, the past version, but I know that the black on the head looks like it's new, where they put the black coloring at. So cool, 700B base. Let's see what his card is. I'm trying not to look at anything. the stuff on the back, I'm skipping over it, ignoring it. So it just comes with a gate card. No cores. Bakugan Legends, true to what we've seen so far, it doesn't have any cores. Dragonoid Treacherous, 2 Fire Fists. It fuses on a Fire Fist, which is actually really cool because you can fuse them year 1, turn 1. 700B is not terrible, 1 damage is, but let's see what happens. What's the play here? 1000B and 4 damage, and he comes with a reroll. So highest B power, he'll be 250 or excuse me, 1,250B, 1250B, and 7 damage on the highest B power Fire Fist. If you go for damage wins though, he's only gonna get up to 10 by himself. I mean, it's kind of disappointing. It's disappointing. Even if you roll him, I mean, if these were his stats to begin with, he still wouldn't be strong. He still wouldn't be strong. He'd get up to 1650 and 4 if you share a magic shield, and that's pretty cool. And if you share a fusion magic shield, he'd be up to 1804, but it would have to be a fusion team, which that's easily to do. It's easy to do now because look at all these fusions that are coming out. And there have been a lot in the past. So that would be interesting because you could get him up to 1800. But he comes with those Fire Fists, so that doesn't really help him win B power or damage wins alone. He's only good if you're sharing. That's kind of what I think. I'm not super excited to play with him in a pro trading card game match. Okay, let's look at Cyndius Scorpius, what appears to be the darkest faction. All right, here is the mold. This one's fun. Cyndius is such a cool looking Bakugan. I love the Cyndius Ultras that we have. I wish we would have made more of those that were relevant for the pro trading card game so that we could use them. I feel good about it, but this mold is really cool too. Like it. Where's the B power? I don't know where to look really quickly. I don't see it. Oh, 700. Okay. Please don't tell me that these are all going to be the same. Oh, they're not. Ah, I didn't want to look at it though. But right out the gate, you can tell he came with 2 magic shields on his fused side. So that means you could put both of these guys on a team and share magic shields and Fire Fists if you wanted to, 2 fusions. And with Shield of Astroya, booster packs, boxes that you can buy, there's a lot of cards that make these fusions better. 700B, 1 damage. It fuses on a magic shield. Interesting. So is that the pattern here? They're all going to fuse on a core. Flipping him over, he goes to 806, and he has a reroll with 2 magic shields. These guys are kind of, I mean, are they all vanilla like this? Same stats on the front, 2 cores. And look at this. These are the same stats on the back for what you fuse for. It goes down 200B, and it goes up 2 damage. So, I mean, they're essentially the same value. They're just trading B power for damage. So you're getting a free, in both cases, free fusion, 1000 or 800B. So this guy's better B power. Actually, he's better both, isn't he? Because Cyndius Scorpius is 1450 and 6 on a magic shield. Or you're just gonna roll him on a fusion magic shield. So that's plus 800. So he's 1606. This guy's viable. This guy is strong for the pro trading card game. Comes with his own magic shield, so that's awesome. I don't know if you guys can tell this, but if you look at the cores up there, like the printed card, the cores, it looks a little fishy. It looks different. I don't know if it's better. I don't know if it's worse printing quality. It just looks different. I need to find another card really quick. Maybe they're the same. Maybe this is just me. I guess they do. I'm going crazy. I don't know what it is. They just look different on these cards. So Cyndius Scorpius, viable, strong for the trading card game. 1606 for a fusions team. That's pretty cool. Dragonoid Treaderous still not doing well, but if you use this guy with him on the team, he's getting up to 1606. He's getting up to 1804. And you could share Fire Fists and have him get up to 12 damage for damage wins. And that's a good balance. So instead of being solo strong, they're strong together. But Cyndius Scorpius is strong solo. Interesting. Okay, let's open up Pegatrix Gillet. Okay, so we've got one subpar fusion. We've got one that's really strong with fusion cores. This guy, I can't get the scissors in there. Shove him out. What are these next two going to be? Okay, here's the mold. Very similar looking to the other molds and fusions that we have of this one from year 2. 300 base B. Okay, so that's not 700. We're more different than the others so far. I didn't see the other side of this package yet, so let's get that big surprise feeling, huh? 300B, 3 damage, 2 helixes. I like it. They're all, it's like those mythic releases too. They all just do 2 cores of each, like the Cubos, the mythics, 2 of the same core. Fuses on a helix, so he's at 900, but he'll never be that because when he lands on that helix, he'll fuse and he'll be 1304. And if you win the battle, you get a victor, remove your opponent's core, and you get to put it onto the matrix. That's fun. 1304 is just subpar, but the mechanic is fun, removing your opponent's core if you win, so that's interesting. I love this full card art back here too. All these guys, they have really cool full card art on the back. I'm a fan of these ones. Definitely a fan. These look really nice. So if I'm ordering these right now, I think Pegatrix Gillitor is the weakest. And just because there can be core sharing, Dragonoid Shredderist, even though this one's 1300 and this one's 1250. I don't know, I'm kind of ordering it from left to right so far. Let me know what you think if you like this so far, but we're gonna get into Hydronoid Krakelios and see what's happening here. Gotta make a bet, like before I look at him now. What do I think? I gotta make a guess. I've seen what the strongest is, getting up to 1600, 1800 if you share. I don't think that this one's gonna be the strongest. I bet that he doesn't get past, 1600. I bet he's gonna be in 3rd place. These colors are fun. This dark green color with the light green, new variation to the coloring, the blue, the light blue, he's got everything going on here. 500 base B power, Hydronoid Krakelios. Okay, get this card out. Ooh, not looking. We've seen this gate card before. I swear I have the most of this one, like these past 2 seasons. Fenica and a Jeep. Okay. Oh, I bent the card like crazy right when I was opening it up. 500B, 5 damage, fuses on a shield, so this is our 2 shield fusion. The card's pretty fun. Is that the same as the ones in the past? I'll have to check that out in a second. The art, is it the same as the art from year 2? 1010, so you're getting up to 1410 when you fuse this guy. So where did that put him? It actually put him on his own cores right here, the 2nd strongest out of this bunch. And so we'll put these guys right here. There we go. All right, so 10 damage is really high if you were sharing. I mean, let's think of the best team then. If we're putting these 3 on a team, I would pick these 3 on the team together. They're all fusing. The minute that they hit a core, you have 2 Fire Fists for damage wins if I'm deck planning. 2 shields that are not going to be used, I wouldn't think, unless you're just not going to do a damage wins on one of the other 2 Bakugan that have already won. You would have to use a shield because these guys would have used magic shields from Cindy's Scorpios. And then so that 3rd turn, you're trying to get this guy open, he would be 1400. I'm thinking that's what it's going to look like. So turn 1, I would use, you'd have to use Cindy's Scorpios. You'd get up to 1606. That's not bad on his magic shield. Then you're going to need to fuse. I'd play Hydronoid Krakelios 2nd because he'd be up to 1410. And if you're hitting for 10 damage the 2nd turn, 6 damage the 1st turn, that's almost half your opponent's deck. They've drawn 2 cards. If it all goes through, they're down 18 cards on the 2nd turn. And then third turn, you have to fuse on the Fire Fist, right? So you'd only be 12, 50, and 7. You'd try to have to win somehow. If you lose that third turn because you won the first 2 turns with these guys, you would have fused him the third turn, but you lost because you're only 12, 50, and 7. But then when you re-roll him again, you roll him on the other magic shield that's left over. So now he's 1804 because of that fusion magic shield with 800 B power. And you're really competitive. Turn 4, 1800, you'd have 4 energy to play action cards. I think you'd win at that point. And so you'd be 7 damage for the team attack. 7 plus another 10 is 17. Plus 6 is 23 damage. And that is the other half of your opponent's deck. If they didn't have stops, you've beat them turn 4. So if it goes perfectly like that, that's how it could end up. I'd put these 3 on my team. I don't know where I would put Pegatrix Gillitor in this team because damage wins, you'd want Fire Fists, even though there is a Helix that gives you 5 damage. So that's not bad for damage wins, but let's see on the back of these guys, who's the best for damage wins? Sharing a Fire Fist from Dragonoid Treacherous, you could have Hydronoid Krakelios at 16. 12 is okay, 10 is not okay. But if you were at 13 with Pegatrix Gillitor, or 12 on the highest damage Helix, that's also not bad for damage wins. 700 though on the fused side. And I mean, if you dropped the shields, because you don't want that one, because it can't help you be power or damage wins as much. He could get up to 1500 with that 800 magic shield, so 1507. That's pretty good, but you'd have to do that after he's fused. So that's what I'd look like there. For the factions though, what's tough is you don't really want the Armless faction. It's just not strong. I mean, what cards? There's some good gears from Shields of Astroya that are out. I don't know, I'd rather not have that though, because I'd rather have damage wins, B power core control, and then draw power with Aquos. So this is the team I'd run with if I bought these 4 and had to choose. Let me know what you think though. Who do you like? Who would you run with? What strategy would you try to follow with these guys? Love to hear what you think below. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Catch you all soon.